To all North Pole City Elves, those in Santa's Village in the lower 48 and all around the world, this is your weekly update for the week of May 16th, 2022. I'm your host, Walter Mistletoe Livingstone.
And I'm your co-host, Becky Marshmallow Livingstone.
Let's go to press. For this week, your sponsor will be 3 Elves in a Truck. Moving elves all around North Pole City for generations, contact 3 Elves in a Truck for all your moving needs. From helping with packing up or just moving from door to door. Give them a call today for a quote to help you with all your moving needs. That's 3 Elves in a Truck. North Pole City Movers. Update from Santa's Village. As Santa suspected, there are some issues with the inventory counts on the gifts that are stored within the warehouses and what is being projected in the inventory database. After Santa had met with the supervisors from the workshop and warehouses, he had asked that they recount the inventory to make sure that there were no issues. When the new tallies came in, it was determined that production is actually 3 weeks behind schedule instead of being ahead like originally projected. They are not sure at this time how the counts do not match, but every inventory tag is now being scanned to cross-reference the orders that are in the computer in order to help determine where the counts do not match.
From the Department of Elfland Security, Edward Hinklemeyer is asking that all elf supervisors throughout Santa's Village make an important stop to have your security badges recoded and updated for the new security systems that are being installed throughout all of the workshops and factories. In most cases, the badges are fine and can remain the same, said Edward, but there are a few that seem to be giving off some false readings on our reports, and we want to check and double-check that the system is functioning properly.
We haven't seen many new posts on the website this week since there has been a large development project going on behind the scenes with WELF NPC news writers and the Peppermint Post writers and the division of WWWPR that will allow all 3 offices to work together and share information. This project will help streamline and optimize the publications in order to prepare and distribute the information in a more timely manner.
For the North Pole City weather update, we'll be having some lovely weather this week with no rain or snow predicted in the forecast. This warming trend won't be lasting very long though, so make sure to take advantage of getting outside when you can.
The WELF NBC radio will be returning to regular programming this week on the radio station. There were some glitches with the internet radio connection again over this past week, but all have been fixed and resolved. Please look for programming to be normal again starting Monday morning.
For this week in Elf history, we'll be talking about the Academy Awards. It was on May 16th of 1929 when the first Movie Academy Awards were presented. The ceremony was quite different from the extravaganzas that have taken place in recent years. The ceremony took the form of a private dinner party for 250 people in the Blossom Room of the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood. Louis B. Mayer, head of the MGM Film Studio, created the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in 1927 to advance and improve the film industry. Its first president was the silent movie star Douglas Fairbanks Sr., and he was the first host for the 1929 awards. As it turned out, only silent movies were considered for an award in 1929, which ruled out all the first talkies. The Academy believed it to be unfair for movies without sound to compete against those that benefited from the new technological revolution. The silent film Wings won the Best Picture Award, which was then called the Outstanding Picture in 1929. It would not be until 2011 that another silent movie, The Artist, would win Best Picture Award. Charlie Chaplin was originally nominated for Best Actor, Best Writer, and Best Comedy Director for his film The Circus. However, some say due to his unpopularity in Hollywood, Chaplin was removed from those 3 categories and received instead a special honorary award for his work. Others, however, say this was done to recognize his total contribution to the industry. In the end, it was Emil Jannings who won the first inaugural Academy Award for Best Actor. This was for his roles in both the films The Last Command and The Way of All Flesh. Janet Gaynor, the only female winner, won for Best Actress for her roles in 3 films, Seventh Heaven, Street Angel, and Sunrise. She's also the only person ever to win Best Actress for multiple roles. The award was designed as a figure of a knight standing on a reel of film, gripping a crusader's sword, which was designed by MGM art director Cedric Gibbons. Los Angeles sculptor George Stanley was then asked to bring the design to life in a 3-dimensional statue. The 13.5-inch award is made of bronze, plated in 24-karat gold, and weighs 8.5 pounds. The nickname Oscar for the awards began to be used in 1939. It is uncertain how the name actually came about, but a popular story has it that Margaret Herrick, an executive director of the Academy, mentioned that the statuette looked like her Uncle Oscar. In contrast with the original 1929, simply 15-minute award ceremony with 12 categories, 250 guests, no live radio or TV coverage, where the winners were announced 3 months before the award ceremony itself, today's Oscars extravaganza are very different. Beginning in 1942, the results of the secret ballot voting have been announced during only the live broadcast. Today, there are 24 categories that are presented before an audience of 3,400 in a show that is televised across the world and lasts for about 3.5 hours. Quite a bit difference.
The North Pole City Commerce Association will have their normal monthly meeting this week at Christie's Cookies and More on Snowflake Street starting at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning. Discussions during the meeting will cover putting together some information for North Pole City businesses that will help them with advertising and promoting their business. All are welcome to join and participate in the discussion. The North Pole City Sports League will be hosting a catch-and-release fishing competition this Friday out at Polar Bear Lake. Those wishing to come out and participate should sign up by Thursday night at the offices of the Sports League, as spots for the competition are limited. The competition will begin at 10 a.m. on Friday and end by 1 p.m.
In community events, with the announcement of the fishing competition this weekend, Mrs. Claus's Kitchens has offered to set up a buffet tent out at the lake for all those in the competition and for any spectators that wish to come out and socialize. Lunch will be ready promptly at noon, so stop on out and have some delicious dishes from Mrs. Claus's Kitchen.
WELF NPC would like to wish a very happy 500th birthday to Mandy Sugarplum Yeardley. Mandy has been working as a data entry operator at Santa's Workshop and enjoying spending time with fellow co-workers and friends. We wish Mandy many more happy years. This is Walter Mistletoe Livingstone.
And Becky Marshmallow Livingstone.
With the reminder, teamwork makes the dream work. Have a good evening and be sure to tune in next week for another WELF NPC North Pole Radio News Update.